y'all could just enjoy the music for a couple minutes here. Getting all my socials shared out. But I do like to jam out to my Lotro soundtrack. I need to do an updated version of my favorite soundtrack in video games. It's time. I think the last one I did was 2 years ago, and I only did MMORPGs. I should really do RPGs too. Alright, we are out on Facebook. About to dump this into Discord on our streaming channel. And we gotta do Twitter. And with Twitter, we gotta do a JPEG. Boop, 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 boop. There it is, right there. This is the old Tom Bombadil music. I love it. Alright, we are now out on Facebook. We are out on Twitter. We are out in Discord. And I think we're ready to go. Get going. I have internet again. Yes, Graham. Well, fingers crossed. We had no internet for like from Sunday night. Like we went to bed, we had it. We woke up Monday morning, no internet. No internet all day Monday. I had like 30 minutes of internet all day. And then no internet all night Monday night. And then Tuesday, it's just they were pulling up construction for the streets all around us. And somebody yanked some cables somewhere because it wasn't just our cable company that lost the internet. It was also the other cable company here. Both Chris was on her mobile and she was on Facebook, and some of the Facebook groups for the town were just like pissed off people because everybody's internet was down across like 2/3 of our little small town. There's like 30,000 people that live here, so yeah, we're talking, 15, 20,000 um, pissed off residents ranting on social media about how all the internet lines were down. But apparently they got them back up. Yesterday we had internet for most of the day. And it seems to have been good today, so fingers crossed I'm back to normal. It's still been up enough here and there for me to just hop on and upload a couple things, but not for streaming. And then I used my mobile data for the first time. I don't have like a normal phone. I have a phone, but I don't have a plan. I just do like prepaid. So whenever I need it, I'll go, oh, I'm going to need to make some calls this month. I'll go put a package on it. And so I went and put a package on it and did some mobile work for a couple days. Did I hurt my hand? No. I have chronic tendonitis really bad. Like my left hand is fucked. So this is from just, a hard life and overuse of the hand. I think this is the same type of situation that like some guitar players can get into when they're in their elder years. I just wore these tendons out from years of squeezing sponges on construction sites and then playing MMORPGs, WASD, and I used the pinky for shift, and then I used to use it for control, and so I used to do a lot of like, instead of doing mouse clicks, I would set up hotbars, so I'd have like, my first one, second one is Alt 1 2 3 4 5, Control 1 2 3 4 5, and I used to use this pinky for all the Alt click stuff and everything, Alt tab stuff. And then on top of that, writing like 20 million words for clients over a 10-year career span as a writer, on top of all of that in my 30s, and then all the game development stuff and the books and the short stories and all the newsletters and everything else, just years of wear and tear. And so now, when I get into overuse mode, I'm just getting old, but I have something I think it's called trigger finger in the U.S. And it's basically the tendon is so worn out that if I stress it out, I get, and it's early stages arthritis, whatever you want to call it, but just enormous amounts of pain in the joint from the knuckle joint down to the first joint, especially like when I wake up from a nap or when I wake up from a deep sleep and I haven't moved my finger for a few hours. Doesn't matter if it's straight or if it's curved, it just hurts. So I've had this and I just got lazy about using it. So when I sit down at the computer, I have to actively remember to put this on, because if I don't, my brain just goes into automatic writer mode, and so I just start typing and everything else. Next thing I know, I'm 1,000 words into a email or something, and I can't use my hand for 3 days. So it was a good thing that the internet went down the days that it went down, because I was hurting pretty bad, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna start wearing my brace again and actually pay attention to it. I just got lazy about it, and then since Diablo launched, I've basically gone non-stop. I've been producing like 16 hours a day of videos for like 3 or 4 days after the Diablo launch, and so that's why I did like 4 or 5 days of 18-hour days. And the internet went out, and I was like, my hand. And then coming back into it, it's like, oh yeah, I'm wearing my brace again. And anytime I sit down at the desk, the only time I don't wear it is if I'm playing on the PlayStation or the Xbox. But that's what this is for. That's to make sure that I don't use my pinky. I'm consciously aware of, and then I give it a break. Usually after I wear this thing for about 4 or 5 days, my hand feels completely normal again. So, I've worn these in the past a little bit here and there. Getting old, man, it sucks. All right. I think, you know what I need to get though? I gotta get my phone open so I can get to it. And tonight, supposedly, is Sea of Thieves night with my brother and my sister-in-law. Assuming my internet's good and his internet's good. He got Starlink. And his first week of it, he didn't have a pole, so he was, it was okay service. He got the pole installed like a week ago, and his internet, he's like loving it. He's like, I think before he had a weird Wi-Fi situation going to a radio tower out of town, and I think it was like 30 or 40 down and like 3 or 4 up. Not a great internet connection, but he didn't need it to work and live off of that much, but his wife did. So my sister-in-law really needed good internet. So they got Starlink, and it's significantly better. I can't remember. He was telling me like I think he's getting like 250 down and like anywhere from 12 to 25 up. So he's he's basically got the connection that I have here. I have like 250 to 300 down and like 10 to 15 up on most days. So that's just, I went from fiber optic in the city to cable internet in the countryside. But he's very happy with that. So theoretically, we're doing Sea of Thieves tonight at like 7 o'clock my time for a couple hours. Because they really want to do the Pirates of the Caribbean PvE campaign. And with the Monkey Island campaign that just got announced, that's coming in July, I was like, we've got like 6 weeks to get you guys into the game, get you enjoying it. We'll be able to go through the Pirates of the Caribbean campaign, and then boom, we can roll right from there into the Monkey Island stuff, which is gonna be awesome. And there's 3 of us, so it's like that's Friday nights. We've played a couple of times so far, and then my brother and I have started to play Halo again. Early morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning my time. I've recorded a couple of those episodes, but we didn't play for like the last week and a half because he was waiting on his pole to get delivered, and he had to help a friend in Colorado. Anyway, yeah. Okay. We are getting this open, and then we are getting going. Okie dokie. And I got a lemonade. It's been really hot. Today's going to be the hottest day it's been. I think it's going to be 109 degrees today. So, in about 30 minutes, this office turns into a barely survivable furnace. The air conditioner struggles to keep up from about 2:30 in the afternoon until about 6:30 at night. Because the sun is around the back side. We don't have any shade on that side, so it's like... But it's still reasonably cool in the room right now. But Chris and I have been drinking like 8 or 10 glasses of ice water per day. The cats have just, like, literally, I've got Luke and Leia are both in the chair behind me. All 7 of the cats are in here. Although Mary might have stepped out, so maybe there's just 6 in here now. But they're all in here, like, air conditioning.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Alright, Selga Green Glass. These quests are level 20. I'm only 16. They might end up being too hard for me, but I'll give it a college try, and if not, I'll leave it back out and do Bree stuff until then. Alright. So this is an exploration quest. While you're here, I recommend exploring our lively village and seeing the sights. The village centre, Nobottle Farm, and the Fox and Fiddle, the finest tavern in all of Yondershire. When you're done, feel free to make the journey to the village of Longcleave. Once there, you can meet Rosa, the newest Reeve. She took over for her mother, you see, who was Reeve before. But don't let me talk your ears off. Get to sightseeing. So this is, I guess, the first quest you get when you come to Nobottle in the Yondershire. And it's a let's get you acquainted with the area quest, which is kind of cool. The village center is cozy and bustling. Where are we going next? Oh, I think it's in here. Yeah, this is the Fox and the Fiddle. It's the tavern. I got a couple of screenshots the other day. Many folk gather at this establishment. Oh, wow. This is a hoppin' place, man. Look at this. This is a Hobbit tavern. Oh, man. I can dig it. Oh my, what do you got over here, buddy? Hors d'oeuvres. Alright, now I'm hungry. And I'm thirsty. There's a quest.
Stay and have some tea.
I've not seen you before, which can only mean one thing. You don't live in this village. I knew it. I may spend most of my time right here in the Fox and the Fiddle, but I have found that news is a way of collecting in taverns better than anywhere else. What brings you to Nobottle? An adventurer, you say? Oh, I'm certainly an adventurer myself. You simply must come back to my home. You can view my collection of books and regale me with tales of your most interesting and exciting adventures. So he invited me to his house. Is that good or bad? Something creepy gonna happen there? Okay, so down here. The music's really chill here. The young hobbit speaks to a crowd of admirers. Freddie Bulger's got a bunch of hobbit admirers. That is so awesome. What's up, Fatty?
Hello there.
The young hobbit speaks to the small crowd that gathers around him. They say that bounds protect because the bounds. Why is that? That's because everything within the bounds is our home. We are hobbits, are we not? We will decide where the bounds are and where the bounds are not. Alright, so he wants me to speak to his admirers for him.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Huh. Okay.
How do you do?
Bounds of the Shire used to be different. Okay.
Hello there.
They've seen ruffians.
Good day.
Okay.
How do you do?
My name is Fredger, and I have but one concern, the state of the bounds. There's been something upsetting going on in the Shire. I can't say more than that, but you have to take my word for it. There are frightening folk about, and Fredger shivers. The less of that said, the better. But I have also seen a number of ruffians moving about, and we can surely do something about them. Can I ask you to persuade some ruffians to turn tail and return to their homes outside the Shire? I know they have taken up residence in the ruins of Oslagarth to the north, but you might also find them prowling about elsewhere in the Yondershire. Alright. And then over here... Oh, is this a new postman quest? If it is, I may have to hold off on this, because this will be like the breadcrumb to the next.
Can I take a moment of your time?
Okay, enter Destiny, that's about the quick post. Pleased to meet you, I'm Waldo Grubb. I've been a postman going on 12 years. What's going on with the quick post, I wish I could tell you. Like I said, my mail's been turning up late or not at all, and the folk in Yondershire aren't too happy about it. I don't know if the postmaster's been trying something new or altering routes. I don't think that's it. He looks around and lowers his voice. Between you and me, I think someone's been tampering with the mail. If you're of the mind to help me sort this out, meet me inside the quick post. Okay. He also has a couple of other quests. I like the fact that they have the route in advance. Like, okay, where's the next closest? Tyfield. So I would probably take it from Noel to Tyfield. Where is Longcleave is north. So I would definitely take the one to the west first. Then I could run up and grab the horse from Longcleave. Or come back and then run. Either way, I'm not doing the routes at the moment. There's too many quests. Quests that we have to do here. Hello there. You looking for the postman? He's in the back. This is a proper post office. Wow. Look at this. There's like safety deposit boxes. Hang on. There's safety deposit boxes on the wall right there. There's your in boxes and out boxes maybe. There. There's got parcels and bags. There's a mailbox right on the wall. Dude, this is legit. Look at the post bags on the wall. Very well done. See, I love this kind of world building when you get in and you can find stuff like this, because it's like, oh wow. Even if the assets look a little dated, the people who make these things deserve a lot of credit. And most of the times, people just blow by it all on their way to get to the quest marker, and it's like, no, stop. Just look around, just a little bit. Like 50 hours went into this. You know, one person spent 50 hours, and then all the other art asset people and everything else. It's worth taking the time to look at the little details. Like there's notes strewn all across the floor, some books. Okay. And over here we've got this stressed out looking dude, Postman Grubb.
Just a moment.
I must apologize for the mess. You see, we're a bit backed up here, and letters and parcels to be delivered to the Hithershire. Most folks down in Mickle Delving and Hobbiton in the old, just call it the Shire. It seems a bit odd to me, but I digress. We've had a few postmen come up from the hills of the Shire with small deliveries, but none of them are taking back as much as they ought to. Okay. There's been a package sitting from stock for over a month. Emma received a delivery from the quick post Waymeet this morning, and as usual, it was very light. Unfortunately, after I inspected the letters and parcels, I only became more suspicious that someone's been deliberately tampering with the mail. Why don't you head up front to take a look at them, Filed? I'm curious to know what you make of their condition. I can do that. Oh, parcel here. Hastily tied with a curious symbol in ink. The envelope was unsealed and resealed with wax of a different color. The plot thickens. The parcel is unsealed and its lid sits loosely atop it. Parcel appears to have been marked with a curious symbol in ink. It appears the envelope was unsealed and hastily resealed with some kind of sap. Although the letter shows no sign of tampering, it is wrinkled and stained by tea. Get out off the desk.
What do you need?
Most of the time, yes. I can't do some of the accents. They have some really good voice actors in this game. When you're going through like Rohan, those accents for the Dunlendines are really hard to do. Hobbits I find easy. I find dwarves easy. I find elves easy. But the Rohan Dunlendines, the Dunlendines were hard. They had a funky accent. So there's obviously been some tampering, and he's like, I knew it.
Might I speak with you a moment?
All right. Takes out a blank piece of parchment, inks a quill, he begins writing, periodically glancing at his ledger. I hope you don't mind, Firth, but I need to ask you to deliver this to the postmaster Proudfoot in Mickledelving. In case something should happen to this letter, commit it to your memory that no mortal has received 33 pieces of mail from the Hithershire in the past month. The postmaster will have his own records on hand, and I would urge him to compare them against my own. Alright, so yeah, he wants me to make this delivery. I'm counting on you, Firth. There's something afoot in the Shire. I had such a great time. I recorded the episode during the internet outage, I think on Monday night or Tuesday, but I've been going through and playing Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, for like the first time since the game came out. And there's this section where you're getting off the first um, base where you woke up, right? And you're trying to figure it all out. And as you're watching the holo records, there's like this dude who works at the station who is like seen the signs of this droid who's your companion, working his way through the base, you know, killing squadrons and hacking doors and hacking other droids. And this guy becomes super paranoid about this, like, secret agent who's trying to break into the facility in search of the Jedi character. And nobody else believes him. It's like he's the lone person, and, like, parts of the station start shutting down and all this other stuff. And nobody ever believes the guy, and he sounds like a lunatic. But his inner monologue in my brain, was just him being like the lone dude who's like, I told you it was real. Alright, so we're going to go back to Mickledelving. I'll make that run now. That's fine. We just got here. I haven't actually started any of the quests yet. So I'm not going to take the postman's thing. I'm going to run back up to the mount. So we're going to go to Mickledelving. I don't have fast travel though. I'm not VIP right now. And this character has never been VIP, so I don't actually have fast travel. I don't know if you can buy that from the store or not with lotro points. I should look. Oops, I got turned around, hang on. Man, have you watched all the Starfield footage yet, Graham? What quest is right here? Nothing important. Let's go back to Mickledelving. I don't want to get sidetracked.
How do you do?
It's really good music, man. I'm very curious right now. Is there like a fast travel? Graham says, I want to play the game, just have to wrap my head around the graphics. They are older. Alright, looking up fast travel. Makes such a pain in the ass to type. Mithril coins. No, but I can use a mithril coin if I wanted to. Those are the only things that are available. I was curious if you could buy a fast travel, or if that's only VIP. So do I have any mithril coins? I only have 7. Alright, we're not going to waste them. We're going to head down my horse. Can I ride to anywhere from here? Nope. Mickledelving, it said level too low, because I got to be to 20 to be able to use the travel from here. So we've got a ways to go. This area is so well built. Like the art style and everything is really well done here. I did a whole, I think it was called To Yondershire video the other day for the channel, just a guide of like the arrival quest. I was blown away by how cool that little starting village is there with the hobbits. And that tavern we were just in earlier, that place was stacked with people. That was pretty awesome. But the post office takes the cake for me. That was a really well done interior. I think I took the long way around, but there's a stable master over here. Good thing I came this way. It is a lovely day. Back to the Shire we go. I definitely came the other way when I came in. So this is a different route out. If I randomly disappear, it'll be the internet, just as an FYI, guys. They're still doing construction out there, so I have no idea if it'll just go. So if I do, you'll know why. Alright, this is Little Delving. I have more quests here? Why do I have more quests in Little Delving now? No, don't get me sidetracked. Hang on, what quests do we have up in here? Did I miss?
Hello there.
I didn't come
Might I
up here
speak
for a
with you a
quest.
moment?
I didn't come up for... Oh, that's a crafting quest. That's why. Okay. I skipped that. That's the difficulty NPC. Okay, so yeah, that's not that big of a deal. Alright. Continuing south. I'm gonna follow the river down, maybe. Or at least a little bit. Because I need to turn south. This is... The world building here is very well done. Like I said, even though the assets are a little bit older, a little bit on the older side, they've done a really good job with what they have. I still think the Rohan and Gondor stuff have been the coolest. Like, some of the stuff there with like the Ents and going to Edoras for the first time and meeting Theoden and having like the whole scene played out with Gandalf and Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas, and it's all voice acted. And I was like, oh, this is proper Lord of the Rings. They did a very good job with that stuff when they were definitely throwing money around doing Rohan. All right. Somewhere in here is the man we need to see. Yep, Postmaster Proudfoot.
Well, the gall of some folk.
What's this now? You hand Postmaster Grubb's letter to Postmaster Proudfoot. He unseals it, begins reading, and after a long moment, his eyes widen. Well, I don't like the sound of this at all. To my knowledge, the quick post has not altered our service to Nobottle or Yondershire for that matter, and we certainly would not make a habit of failing to make deliveries entirely. To his credit, Walter has provided a detailed record of the comings and goings of the quick post in Nobottle. One of my associates, Onyx Nethercott, has taken to maintaining the ledger, and I assure you our records are current and accurate. A careful comparison between Walter's records and the ledger should tell us everything we need to know. You'll find him behind the counter inside the quick post. Tell her to bring out the ledger and see if everything is in accord. This is kind of a cool quest. I'm like doing detective work. Look at all these post office things are amazing. I'm loving the interiors. Oh, there's a map. There's a fucking map of the Shire. Guys, I am nerding out right now. I'm taking a screenshot. I'm taking a picture right here. That is such an awesome screenshot right there. I'll turn around, get one from the front. Very well done, world building team. That's awesome. All right.
Hello.
You introduce yourself and tell Onyx that Postmaster Proudfoot has asked to see the ledger to compare it to Postmaster Grubb's records. Oh, dear me, has some sort of a mistake been made? Just a moment. She leans down, produces a heavy ledger from under the counter, and examines its spine. After a moment, she sets it down on the counter with a muffled thud. Here you go. Take all the time you need. Fresh lemonade is so good, guys. Did he just take out a magnifying glass? He totally did. That's a pretty cool little detail. It's another good screenshot. According to the ledger, 58 letters and parcels were bound for the Yondershire in the past month.
Just a moment.
A discrepancy? I cannot believe such a thing happened on my watch. Alright. 58 sent out, but only 33 made it. Okay. If there's something related to the quick post, it's not happening here in Mickle Delving. By the way, I'm not sponsored by them at all. These Yeti mugs. So I got these for these were gifted to us for Christmas a couple years ago by my mom. It's like the only time we've been up for Christmas in like 10 years. And my mom got us the couple of these Yeti cups. They work great for hot, but I tell you what, when it's hot outside and you just want a nice, cool, refreshing drink, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just saying, I love these mugs because we're doing protein shakes in them, and anything we want to stay cold for like 30 minutes, you know. You put ice in it, the thing will stay cold for 4 hours. It's great. Like, it's okay for hot, but I much prefer it for cold drinks. Anyway, it'll be ice for a little bit because I just drained my drink. We're supposed to actually just take it to him outside.
Can't a body be left alone?
You've brought the ledger. Were you able to find what we were looking for? You tell him about the discrepancies, he shakes his head solemnly. I'll have to thank Mr. Nethercott for keeping such neat records. To be quite honest, it has never been the strength of mine. It's all the same to you, I'd still like to examine it myself. You hand the ledger to the postmaster. He leaves through it, pausing in a few places and tracing along the page with his finger. After a short while, he snaps the ledger shut. It's as you said, a discrepancy of 25 pieces of mail. This is why I keep coming back to, I think this game is one of the best written games of all the games that I play that are older games. This one has the best writing of all of them. And I just wish they had the budget for voice acting like Star Wars: The Republic, because I feel like having more voice actors would do this game much more justice than just me. Because the writing is so good. Evidence of tampering that Postman Grubb discovered wasn't bad enough. We now know for certain that someone is interfering with the quick post. However, if these would-be conspirators don't know that they've been found out, we can use that to our advantage. Firstly, we must safeguard the mail due to be delivered to Yondershire. After Onyx and the others sorted here in Mickle Delving, it is sent to Waymeet for any final preparations and then carried along the usual route to Nobottle. Postman 2-Foot oversees the quick post at Waymeet. We need to speak with him and ensure that any mail for Yondershire is returned to my care here in Mickle Delving. Until this issue is sorted out, I don't want to take any chances. Next, I'd like to conduct a test of the route to Nobottle. Something's going on between Waymeet and Nobottle, and I want to know what it is. But I'd rather not risk someone's mail for the test. With a look of sudden inspiration on his face, Postmaster Proudfoot produces a piece of parchment from his pocket. That's a lot of P's. He begins scrawling a lengthy letter, and after a long moment he seals the letter and crumples it gently in his hands. Here, Fireoff, I've written an exhaustive account of the weather over the course of the past week and a ranking of my favorite pies in the Shire. Perfectly innocent, I would think. I've not signed it, of course. I don't want them knowing I've found something if it goes awry. When you arrive at Waymeet, ask Postman 2-Foot to provide you a satchel. You'll run the route to No Bottle yourself, and if you meet any resistance along the way, return to me at once. Hurry now, Fire. The quick post is depending on you. You hear that, everybody? It's depending on me. I got to help him. He said Waymeat, right? Alright. Can I get out of here over the hills and through the woods? I applied for my first ever anything with my channel today. I feel like I've grown pretty bit. You know, we've got some decent numbers. So I set up a profile over at that Keyfinder site, and actually took the time to go through it all. And actually, I did apply to the Starfield press copy, which I've never done before. I've never applied to anything with my channel before, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. They're doing like a premium, like the premium version of like that digital download. I forget what it's called, for Starfield. And I don't know, there was an application process, so I filled out the application and filled out an account thing on that, and then did some research. I'd never heard of the website before because I've never applied to anything, so that was kind of an interesting thing to do today. We'll see how it comes out. Because regardless, I got Xbox Game Pass, so one way or the other, I'm playing Starfield. But the premium comes with the, I believe, with the early access. It starts on like the 1st or the 2nd of the month rather than the 6th of the month. And I was like, actually, you know, I think I'm going to like that game enough. I'll apply for that. I have no idea if I'll get it, but I'll apply for it at the very least. Because that'd be kind of cool to get something a few days early. I don't feel like I have to worry about it too much with it being a single player game in terms of, you know, it not working. I don't mind bugs. Bugs are normal for any launch. But yeah, we'll see. I'm having a lot of fun in Diablo 4. Like, I've been playing multiplayer on Thursday afternoons, Thursday evenings with Gila and his daughter. And that multiplayer is a hell of a lot of fun. I'm not streaming those sessions, but we're playing from like 5 Central up to like 7 Central, more or less. Play multiplayer Diablo 4. It is a lot of fun. I like how big the game is. I'm going to do a video about this later because there's some people who are complaining about their burnout. Like, they were burnt out like 3 days. Like, I'm already level 100 and I'm burnt out. And it's like, because you're already at level 100, you dumbass. Like, this is not a, you know, you're going to be spending hundreds of hours in Diablo 4. There is no reason to rush to grind 100 levels out because there's all the classes to play. The storyline, I'm 45-ish hours in, and I'm like level 41, 42. I'm gonna have 100 hours into that game before I ever even get to like level 75 probably. I don't know where I'm at in the campaign, but I'm like deep into Act 4 right now. And it's one of the best games I've played in a long time. Like, Diablo 4 is legit a great game. I'm not burning out on it. I think the only people burn out on it are the people who play too much. It's not meant to be played 20 hours a day. You know, go do something else. Enjoy yourself a little bit, because that's a lot of fun.
Hello.
Tell Postmaster 2-Fit that Postmaster Proudfoot has requested that the satchels of mail bound for Yondershire be returned at once to the quick post of Bickle Delving. You also inform him that the Postmaster asks you to conduct a test of the route from Waymeat to Delbettle. So he wants to know if there's something amiss with that route. For what it's worth, the satchels for Yondershire haven't been sent out for delivery yet. My assistant Norbert was handling it today, and last I see he was still wandering around Waymeat. If I had to guess, he's probably left the satchels about to collect any last-minute letters and parcels. I've told him time and again that he should keep an eye on the satchels, but he's always up looking at pipeweed fields or busy chatting with nosy folks. As for the postmaster's test, it'll take a little shuffling, but I think I can find an empty satchel around here for you. If you go collect those satchels and tell Noah to bring them to Mickle Dale without delay, I can have it all sorted out by the time you're back, okay? Sounds groovy. We can do it. Baldur's Gate 3 is the other one, obviously, that's coming out a few days earlier. And I gotta say, with Baldur's Gate 3, I know I've got Mujine's gonna join, Bubblonia's gonna join, I'm gonna join, and we got room for one other person. So eventually we'll find someone to fill that fourth slot. But we're gonna try to get together and do some Baldur's Gate 3 multiplayer once that game goes live. Probably like once a week. You know, nothing serious. I don't know that I'll stream those sessions. We'll see. I'll definitely record them. Some people might stream those sessions, but we're looking to set up a night for that. So it's nice to have that. And then I'm still having a lot of fun with Mujin in Star Wars: Old Republic. But the both of us have been talking about it. It's like, man, Star Wars: Old Republic's fun, but Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3 are happening within like the same week or two of each other. Yeah, I'm thinking some of the older MMORPGs that I've been playing for a long time are probably going to get it put on hold, which hasn't happened in a while, but I have a feeling that I'll definitely cancel the sub to Star Wars: Old Republic. I'm paying one right now, but I think it's good through the end of like mid-August or so, which that's fine. I'll let it run out like a week or two before Baldur's Gate 3 drops, and I'll be able to start doing some pre-launch content for Baldur's Gate 3 and getting into that mindset. But I'll definitely be putting Lotro and Star Wars: Republic on the back burner, and assuming I'm assuming I'm still gonna be playing Diablo 4 up until that point. That's probably when I'll put Diablo 4 back to the back burner as well and make the switch to like probably primary Starfield, secondary. No, it's not gonna be like that. It's probably gonna have to be in half and half because I have a feeling both of those games are just gonna provide me so much game guide opportunities. I'm not gonna have any shortage of content for like definitely the rest of the year. Like that's gonna give me all of September, all of October, all of November, and then I can go into December and see what I'm doing for that month. But that's gonna hold me over to the end of the year easily. And then next year is gonna be a good year for Game Pass because Avowed's coming. Man, that new Star Wars game Outlaws is coming. Like, there's some good shit coming next year. And I'll bet we'll get a Diablo 4 expansion next year as well. Which should be fun. Alright, I need to collect the satchels of mail. This is somewhere around town. What am I looking for? Oh, there's one. Found one. Woot. There's an unkindly ruffian staring at it. Collected the satchels of mail. Wait a minute. Alright, got one more over here somewhere. Oh, shows me it's over in that direction. God, the sound of chickens makes me laugh because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 4, and then Frida the 5th, and she's the rescue chicken, and I haven't checked this afternoon. We're gonna go check when it cools down. But she hatched one the first day, second, yet another one yesterday, and I don't know if she's hatched any more today. She had 9 eggs, but I don't know if we'll get them all or not. We'll see. There's Norbert. So I listen to chickens all day, and that one rooster who drives me nuts sometimes. Norbert sets off to return the satchels to the quick post in Mickledelving. Okay. Don't tell Postman Twofoot I was over there again. Don't rat me out, bro.
Hello.
Alright, Nobody's a good worker. He just needs an occasional kick to keep him on task. Dewey should take an interest in something besides pipeweed, though. It's as if he thinks a hobbit can only have one hobby. Alright, emptied out a satchel, feel free to use it. So I'm making an empty run from here to no bottle. Alright, put postmaster Francis' letter into the empty satchel, affording it an unusually spacious journey.
Just a moment.
It's been a while since I've made the trip to Nova myself, but it's a nice route. It's a nice town too, truth be told. I spent more than a few nights, even a few mornings, in the Fox and the Fiddle, which is a great tavern. That's a tavern I was talking about earlier. We're gonna go there again. It's really cool. Postman 2-foot finally appears to notice that you have finished preparing the satchel for Yondershire. All settled then. Just the one letter? I suppose if it's a test, that's for the best. So I'm loving the fact that I'm getting all these coins. Because I'll be able to turn those in for, like, I was checking the broker earlier. There was, like, housing items and a whole bunch of other stuff. Alright. Follow the road north through the bog. Then northwest to the Rushlock Gate. Alright. That's a long-ass run, everybody. We cannot get seen by any nosy hobbits. So right away, trying to get out of town. There's a nosy fucking hobbit right there. Oh my god! Am I gonna make it? Going right between the two. Okay, I think we made it out of there. We should be good for a little bit on the road. I just hope there's no other ones outside of the towns. That would really suck. The butterflies flying around, that's a cool touch. Like, I really just like the way the Shire looks. Like, I think they've done an excellent job. You know, over the years, it's, you know, it's definitely looking its age now. But, you could definitely see the improvement in world building between like this and Rohan and Gondor. And when they make new content now, it looks a lot different. Same thing like Star Wars Republic. The new content looks a lot different. Even though it's definitely still the old janky art style. Oh! Hold on. I got off the road. Not paying attention. God, the music in this game is great. Alright, I probably need to start paying attention for nosy hobbits. Alright. I'm gonna ignore chat for the moment, guys. I need to actually pay attention here. Because I got a town coming up. And I got to get through it. Alright, so far I don't see any. Are you a nosy hobbit? No, you're just a bounder. Okay. I'm running. Come on. Anything so far? I don't see anything on the map quite yet. I don't trust it. Felt too easy. I feel like one of them's gonna pop right around the corner and be like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" Alright. I got Frodo and Sam waking up on the bed over here together, and they're starting to get on each other's nerves as they're waking up. I'll show you, if they're still doing it, I'll show you guys when I'm done. I don't want to do it right now because I got a timer going. Get this mail there. Oh, Sammy's going to move. Alright, don't get distracted, Tim. Is that the guy? Is that my guy? What you got there? I'll be needing to take a look at that.
Hello.
Haven't you heard, postman? There's new rules. By order of the chief sheriff, all mail is subject to inspection prior to delivery, especially to the Yondershire. Hand that satchel over on the side if it's worth the chief's time. Oh, what the heck? Are these guys corrupt? Now let's see here. With a harumph, Founder Dogberry slips the letter into his pocket and takes the satchel.
Is there something I can do for you?
Like I expected, the chief hasn't seen this one yet. No mark, no delivery. Just one letter, though. I might as well bring it to the chief, even if it's just a bunch of prattle. He furrows his brow and a sneer forms at the corner of his mouth. Don't you worry. I'll make sure the quick post gets that satchel back. If you know what's good for you, get out of the chief's business. Get lost. Wow, dude. Like, legit corruption. That's like mafia style. Alright, Frodo's decided. I guess Frodo won. Because, he's all by himself now. I can't turn the camera like the way I want. There we go. There's a cat. Doesn't matter. It's a kitty cat. Trust me on that. It's a cat. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 of them are in here. I know Mary was outside earlier. Our lives are now dependent upon lots of kitty cats. We haven't traveled in a while. We were talking about the other day. It's like, you know what? There are days when I miss it, but I'm also, when we traveled for a living for a long time, I mean, I like traveling. It was always my favorite thing to do before video games and fantasy and stuff. But when you do it for a living for a while,
Good day.
it's there's a couple places I would still like to go, but I'm really looking forward to going for the purpose of it being a vacation rather than it being a workcation. Because pretty much every place I went to for like the last, well, from like 2008 to 2017, really, all of those trips were for content purposes. And so it was really hard to just, enjoy them for them being trips. Living through the lens. But with cats, you just not with this many animals. I wouldn't want to leave them. If we lived in a different place, it would be a different story. But because we live in town, they have to have an eye kept on them. So no, it's difficult to plan big trips. But I think she and I are talking about it. I think the big thing is just getting another place purchased is like the next big thing. Is saving up for that. Finish fixing this place up and then working towards that. And I'll still be playing Lord of the Rings online because it's a great game. I honestly don't see myself stopping this game, even with whatever the upcoming open world game they're building. I'm going to have to see it and play it to know that it's going to be something that is going to become my main Lord of the Rings jam. If it's as good as this game, hell yeah, I'll play the shit out of it. But, that it's 5 years out, at least 4 years out, probably 4 or 5 years out. They're still in the prototyping stage when they made that announcement. The guys literally said, well, we're trying out different ideas and prototypes right now. So they haven't even narrowed down what it is they want to build. They just know they're going to be building something. I should probably remember to patch up, make sure I've got Sea of Thieves patched up too. Matter of fact, I'll flip that on right now. I don't know why everything just froze up right there. That was weird.
Good
Take
day.
me to Mickle Delving. Alright, hang on guys. I'm taking a look at the big screen to make sure I don't get a patch or anything tonight. One is in the queue. That one is good to go. Updates. No updates available. Sea of Thieves. Alright, we're good.
Can't a body be left alone?
You're back sooner than I expected, Fyoth. What happened? You tell Postmaster Proudfoot about the bounder you encountered at the restaurant gate. You inform him that someone titled himself Chief Sheriff had been issuing new orders to the bounders demanding inspection of the mail and interfering with the quick post. Chief Sheriff? There's no such thing. I should call myself Lord of the Post. There's a first sheriff, yes, but he's never been the sort for more rules. In fact, he spends most of his time puttering about in the town hall, as far as I can tell. No, this is some sort of upstart meddling in things he knows nothing about. Dogberry, was it? You tell the mayor what that bounder said to you, and I'll have him set things right for the quick post. You hope. You hope.
Hello there.
This is interesting. There's no such title. I wonder if it's anything to do with that upstart in Hobbiton. Terrible nuisance, that one.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
I've made up my mind, Fyoth. I'd like to inform Postmaster Proudfoot that I'm officially authorizing him to alter the route to Nowattle. Ah. As for that so-called Chief Sheriff, let's hope this is the last we've seen of him. Oh, so I get some really cool... Look at these. Oh my. And they've been... So this is really cool. It's gear I can work towards now. We'll take a look at those rewards here in a moment. Those are really nice rewards, by the way. Like, purple gear at level 20. That's awesome. Especially when I'm playing a slow burn character. Like, you know, I'm not going to outgrow that gear in, like, 2 days, you know. I'll be playing this character for 6 months. I would have you oversee the very first road of the new route to Nowattle. Carry the satchels, collect the satchels. Okay. Do I have to hide from nosy hobbits all over again? Surely no.
Is there something I can do for you?
You ask Onyx if the satchels for Yondershire are prepared and inform her that the postmaster asks you to run a new route from No Bottle on behalf of Quick Post. Okay. So it's all there, ready to be delivered. Deliver it to No Bottle by way of Little Delving. Oh, so this is where it teaches you the other entrance. That's freaking awesome. Do I still have to pay attention? It doesn't say anything about nosy hobbits. Do I not have to worry about nosy hobbits this run? If that's the case, that's really cool. I get a nice leisurely stroll. Like, look at this. Look at the forests. Rohan looks really amazing. Like when you go back and do the Isildur and Anarian content, the like flashbacks, and you get the untouched forests that are just spreading out for miles and miles. People don't take the time to appreciate the technology that's gone into this game at all, because you know it's seamless, which very few games have done it. World of Warcraft does it, but it's not very many games that do seamless MMOs. If you see it, you can go there. Look at this town, though. No Bottle. This place is so awesome when you come in here. Like, the world building team did such an amazing job here. It just feels very hobbity. Not mine. Alright guys, I'm getting sidetracked. I need to be going up into this way. Getting sidetracked. Hungry hobbits. What am I missing here? Hold this thought. Deliver the satchel by way of Little Delving. I'm Little Delving. What am I missing here? The path over here. I got turned around. That was an abrupt music shift. Don't get wet. All my kitty cats are starting to wake up. They'll sometimes do lunch breaks, but it's so hot right now. They'll like go eat something really quick, go to the bathroom out in the woods, and then they come back and it's like, let us back inside, Dad. It's hot outside. Do not blame them one little bit. One of the worst things I remember about working in construction for all those years, and it was inevitable at some point, was that you were gonna have to use a porta potty at some point. And at one point or another, you're either gonna be in the middle of winter using one, or you're going to be in the middle of summer using one. And neither one of those scenarios are situations that I would wish on my worst enemy. Like, those are miserable moments in life, to be in a porta potty when it's freezing cold outside or when it's blistering hot. Um, that makes you feel really, makes you feel human, right? Oh, that guy just yelled at me. He was like, "I'm counting on you. May your feet be quick." Postman Grub, would all be. Would you look at all of that? I'll route over yonder.
What do you need?
My goodness, is that all the mail out of the Yondershire? Postman Grub takes the satchel, sets it down on his table, and peers into it. After a moment, a smile spreads across his face. Why, this'll keep me busy for days. I cannot thank you enough, Fiarth, but tell me, were you and the postmaster able to unmask the culprit behind the tampering blaze? What happened? You tell Postman Grub of the self-styled chief sheriff who has been gathering support in the Shire and employing some of the bounders to unlawfully confiscate the mail. You tell the postman that Mayor Will Whitfoot has drawn up a new route to No Bottle by way of Little Delving, and that service to Yondershire has been restored. In addition, you inform him that the postmaster Proudfoot intends to remain vigilant against further attempts to disrupt the quick post. Well, from all the talk I've had around No Bottle, it almost sounds like that Lotho fell out of Hobbiton. Well, I don't think he's got the mind for a plot like that, though. I must thank you again, Fiarth. The quick post owes you a great debt. Well, you do, and I appreciate that you're going to pay me handsomely, because these earrings look freaking amazing. Oh, I think I'm taking the right here, the officer one. 20 agility, 15. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, please. Now, I can't use it for a while now. So, oh shit, I need to like sell. My goodness. I'll get rid of that. I'm never gonna craft on this character, so those things get thrown away. That gets thrown away. We do need to sell. Alright, he has a quest. Let's grab it. No, we're not. We're not doing deliveries yet. We had a whole bunch of other quests around here that we could do. No, I'm not doing festivals now. Visit No Bottle Farm. That's the only place I didn't go so far. Hang on, I got to go look at something. Alright, let's see here. I'm just checking some stuff here, folks, before we get going any further. Nice. Alright, I think we're good to go. It's definitely getting warmer. The sun is coming around the corner. My office is going to be hot soon. Alright. So we don't want to do any more deliveries at the moment. We've got multiple quests here. Let's move this back down. What is that one? From Lobottle to Noncleve. No Bottle Farm. That's not too far away. We can mount up for that one. Yeah, we're not doing postman quests right now. Look at the layout of this place. The torches, everything. Superbly done. Okay, going this way. Oh, it's gonna be this place up on the hill, isn't it? The farm primarily grows barley for Noel's famous brew. Very well done. Entry to the house. Wow.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Oh, we're gonna get more purple gear? What? I had no idea that they were gonna give me that good of gear to run this place. This is awesome. I'm loving this starting zone. Oh shit, I'm in the middle of combat. A Neeker Beaker. Some bitch. You're gonna be dead in a minute, Neeker Breaker. Even it's a red Neeker Breaker. This will be fun. I won't be able to land much. Nice. Alright.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Collect barley from the fields. And I'm gonna get some, awesome boots. I don't wear boots, but still. Like, visibly don't wear the boots. Are there more Neeker Breakers? Probably. There'll be something. I'm just waiting for something to jump out and get me. Malt the barley. The music is really laid back. Look for the malting container here on the farm. Aha! Alright, now we need to find the mashing container. Now I need to boil the brew. Ferment the brew. Collect empty bottles from the farm and from the Fox and Fiddle Inn. Why, they make you work for this gear, don't they? Where was the Alright, let's turn these other quests off because I don't get lost here. Alright, this is what I'm tracking here. Okay, here we go. Empty bottles abound. Shows one more over here. Inside other bottles? Okay. Ah, gotta be facing it. Alright. Oh, we can buy stuff now, right? Oh, yeah, look, we've got 16 marks now. Look at this. Or no, I have 10. I have 10? No, I have 16, I guess. Huh. Goodies. Alright, I need to sell, by the way. Where the hell is a... Let's just go sell before I get sidetracked.
Hello? Did you need something? Did you need something?
Not really, sir. I'm just doing some organizational shiznizzle here. Alright. That's taken care of. So now we can ride back up there. Fill the empty bottles. and pursue our life of debauchery and become brewers in the Shire. That was one of the coolest things I did in Red Dead Redemption 2, was when Red Dead Online was around. I played Red Dead Online for quite a bit. I maxed out Bounty Hunter, I maxed out the Moonshine category, and I maxed out the Crafter Tracker guy. So I maxed out 3 professions. It's a great game. I like Red Dead Online a lot. I never streamed it. That was just something I played for me. Just for me. And it was a lot of fun. I didn't really do any PvP. I just played the PvE stuff and just roamed around and became a hunter, did some bounty hunting, started my own moonshine operation. It was really cool, you know, to like work your way up and become all these things in a fantasy, well, it's not a fantasy world, but a Western world, a fantastical Western world, you know.
Good day.
All right, now we've got visit every drinking establishment in Yondershire and bring the brew to our waiting customers. Receive a token of gratitude from each tavern keep. Holy moly, this is a huge quest. Like, they're going to send us all over, which means I probably want to do mail delivery because I'll get the speed buff. Alright, hold that thought. Alright. Where is the postmaster? Is going to be behind me over here in the town. I need to take my brace off. You guys can't see from here, but Smeagol's on the other chair and he sleeps. He's like upside down. His teeth are like pointing straight up towards the ceiling. It's quite humorous looking. Like a little baby vampire cat sleeping. Alright, the postmaster dude's over here. Somewhere. Because he wants me to make a delivery, which will give me a speed buff to get out there. What's that quest I saw down there? Hold up, wait a minute, who are you? Why do you have a quest? There's a quest in here. Ooh, what is this? Books fill most of the rooms and who... Oh, this is the guy's home. Come in, make yourself at home while I finish preparing some tea for us. Man, whoever did the world building for this expansion deserves a frickin' medal. This is so amazingly Hobbit-like. Nice, cozy fireplace. Where you can read books. Oh my god! Out of the Bounds, Maps of the Shire by Frederick Bulger. The Perfect Sword, How to Tend Your Yard by Hamfast Gamgee. Gardening book for beginners. High stocks, the history of pipeweed. A Ludo grub. I'm sorry. High stocks. Oh my god. That is hilarious. The stoner in me is very amused right now. Kitty cat, I heard you. A Bounder's Life for Me by Bandobras Took. The Wonders of Wellstones by Hugo Clayhanger. The book seems to have been started a long time ago, but remains unfinished. Cup of tea. Alright, so we just had some tea. Talk to him about his unfinished book.
Good day.
You found my book. It's true. I'm writing a book with the history of the Wellstones. They are ruins found in Yondershire. Some call the ruins Bar Faroth. Have you visited them?
Stay and have some tea.
I must confess something to you, my friend. This feels silly for me to say, someone who has adventured far and wild, but I've never actually been to the Wellstones. I've been writing mainly about the accounts of others who have seen them. I've not actually set one foot outside of Knowbottle in my entire life. My mother took a trip to the Shire proper a few months before I was born, but I don't believe that counts. So my book remains incomplete. I need more information. I need an eyewitness account. Can you go to the Wellstones and look for any relics you might find? I might also make use of any etchings you can provide. That will be most helpful. Remember, the ruins in question go by 2 names, so you are looking for either the Wellstones or Bar Faroth. Getting sidetracked. I know we're definitely delivering to the tavern over here. We're supposed to receive a token of gratitude as well. From field to pint.
Hello there.
Ah, I see Brewmaster Bloater Hops Blossom has put you to work. It's been a while since you added the delivery. Have a drink before you leave. No sense crafting a batch and not having a taste. Well, thank you very much. Here's my token of gratitude. Nice. I now have the buff. You are quite merry. My camera's moving a little bit from side to side. Oh, there goes the bubbles. He's got like sparkle effects around himself right now. It's bubbles. Alright, folks. That's a good stopping point for me. I wanted to test if I could do a stream today. The internet maybe is back. I hope it's back. I'm going to be playing theoretically Sea of Thieves tonight with my brother around 7 or 8 o'clock Central. I've already got a slew of videos uploaded, so for those of you who want to look ahead, tomorrow's the 17th. We have... Oh, tonight actually at 5 o'clock, because I'm going to be busy, my second playthrough, or my second session of the Knights of the Old Republic 2 is at 5 p.m.? 6 p.m. Central. 6 p.m. Central is when that goes live. Tomorrow we have a Guild Wars 2 video in the morning, followed by a Diablo 4 guide. Those are the 2 that are scheduled for tomorrow, and theoretically I will do a live stream tomorrow. Is the plan, so I don't want to have a third video if I'm going to actually be able to live stream. The 18th, which is Sunday, right? Oh my goodness, I need a nap. I've got a Diablo multiplayer video going live on Sunday, and that's the day I record my Mondays in Middle Earth normally, but I'm taking a break for a couple of weeks. We'll be back with that in July. I'm actually going to take a break. I've been reading every single week for that show since I started The Hobbit. I don't think I took a single week off. So I've done 60 plus episodes to get through The Hobbit. I think it's like 64, 65, something like that. 65 like weeks in a row. So I'm going to take a 2-3 week break on that before I come back and start the Silmarillion, because I have a feeling the Silmarillion is going to be a year-long project. We'll see. I got more Diablo 4 videos coming out, more Lord of the Rings Online videos is coming out. Looks like a Star Wars Old Republic storyline video or two, Guild Wars 2 video. Yeah. Check out the Homestead channel as well. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, support if you can. Super chats, memberships, all those good things. Thanks to those of you who do support. New members are going up about twice a week right now. I might start doing them 3 times a week for the guild captains, because the guild captains, you guys are really doing your thing. So thanks so much for that, guys. All right, everyone, I'm out. Have a good day. Have a good Friday night. Catch you.